Oh my god. You know, I've been on a Tamron roll lately, and it's just by happenstance. Because I was going to test this lens, the new 70 to 200. I was honestly, it's like, I've got a bunch of 70 to 200 too. I was honestly hoping it was kind of sucky. And it turns out it's just the cat's ass. And so I had to buy it. I did, which I proved in a video. I just got done reviewing the DX lens, the 10 to 24 G2 for DX crop sensor cameras by Tamron. Also absolutely amazing. I thought it was worse because, well, the indoor shots between that and the 10 to 24 Nikkor were a hair worse on the Tamron, but it turns out I was wrong. I just had the vibration control on. I did a lot of shots. I just didn't go like, there's a couple shots. No, I went back and forth, back and forth. So it was the VC, so I went out shooting. So that lens is now the only lens to recommend. I just want to say that there have been two, like, oh my god, that is just unfrickin' believable awesome reviews on the Tamron now, but Tamron does not give me anything. I'm not trying to schmooze up the Tamron at all. I might remind you, you've seen some recent videos in the past 6 months or so. I've taken a bunch of broken, now they weren't broken because they fell apart. They were because of stupid users that dropped them and rolled down a hill. One of them, the front element was cracked. And I took it apart and I showed you some of the pieces like the silent wave ring ultrasonic motor. The quality construction on the recent Tamrons is absolutely exquisite. So those didn't die on their own. They were destroyed by, hapless users. Tomorrow I'm going to test the, I've already tested it once for a few hours, but I can't call that a full test. And I didn't do side by side either. But tomorrow I'm going to rent the 150 to 600 millimeter Tamron G2 and do the full review on it. So I guess I'm on a Tamron roll recently. My god, I was out shooting for nearly 2 hours today. I was shooting action the other day to verify, but I didn't upload a bunch of shots, so I hit the skater park today. The hit rate on the and I uploaded a video already, and you can see the sample shots from the video prior, 2 videos prior to this, where I include the links, and you usually fire off a string of shots, and especially when the subject is approaching you, that's tough. That's tough cookies. It's like, well, these are in focus, these are out of focus, or out of focus, in focus, out of focus, out. No, I could have uploaded a crap load of pictures from this lens today. Could have uploaded a crap load showing, like a movie scene where you flip a card and you could see the action rolling. They're all in focus. The hit rate, incredible. We're talking about skaters that are jumping on their boards. You got no issue tracking anybody running on a football field or basketball field. No. I was shooting at 135 millimeters to 200 millimeters, and all of the shots were at 2.8, and additionally so at ISO 100. I think almost all the shots were ISO 100. So right now I'm running the 2 epic winners from Tamron. I announced their 15 to 30 was Lens of the Year for 2015, and I've got no kickback from that. I think one person got a bum copy, but hell, everybody makes a bum copy of a lens. It's impossible to escape that. But that doesn't validate anything. So I've got no kickbacks from that. No feedback like, I bought this lens and you said it was awesome and it sucked. No, not one person's peeped up. It's exactly what I said it is. Everybody's happy, and I take the lens reviews serious, and this is my lens now, and I sold off my old Tamron 70 to 200 locally. I sold it off pretty damn cheap. I sold it off for $600. Once the word hits on this lens, man, those lenses ain't going to be worth too much. To be honest with you. Wow, way to go, Tamron. So the review on the 150 to 600 is tomorrow, and I've done 2 reviews. Almost one. Well, I didn't review the other lens yesterday, but the day before yesterday, and damn. Wow, Tamron is destroying. They were always, even when I was selling these lenses in beach photo and video, and A1A photo in 1992. Tamron was destroying Sigma back then. Now they are really destroying them. But now they're also destroying Nikon, and which is exactly what they want. This lens is $1,300. That's redonkulous. I think that's a step, 2 steps above ridiculous is redonkulous. I just don't want anybody to think that these like, wow, this is awesome. You know, reviews are coming from any slant from me towards Tamron because I owe Tamron nothing. You know, I got nothing from them. No, I've definitely got nothing from them. Wow. As I said in the prior video, whoever is like running the ship, steering the ship at Tamron on the new lenses needs a frickin' promotion. Wow, unbelievable. I needed to upload a bunch of action shots, which I've already done, because I tested it the other day fully on the action to verify that it's just absolutely incredible. But, you know I needed to upload a bunch of action shots to prove it, because, you know, the proof is in the pictures. But, of course, I never make a video review saying, you know, this lens is, you know, just like off the hat speculations. Like, well, you know, I think it's awesome. It's like, no, I said it's awesome. It's freaking awesome. So, that video review will be tomorrow. I may do more extensive testing on it, and then upload the video possibly on Sunday instead of tomorrow night on the 150 to 600 Tamron. But either way, way to go, Tamron. Oh yeah, there's only one thing that I actually found after much use of this now, as I knocked the lens cap off like a dummy. The better the lens, by the way, I found like Zeiss lens caps really suck. This actually doesn't suck on the lens caps. It's like the really, really good lenses, like the Fuji lenses and the Zeiss lenses, they have really crappy lens caps. So it's like, I've discovered a new philosophy, is that the better the lens, the crappier the lens cap is. It's like really crap lenses have really awesome lens caps. I wish these had actually been recessed more on the switches. See, right now I've got this on VC off. What I did actually today is I used gaffer's tape over top of my 3 switches. So when I'm concentrating on 10 things at once, and I don't accidentally, which I did once, but that's just because I've only had the lens for a few days, I don't accidentally hit these. The only complaint that I actually do have, and this is like a nitpick, pissy, is that these should not be above the field. These should be at or recessed to the field, which means even if you don't have fingernails, which I don't, you know, you just dig your finger in a little bit, but on these they sit approximately, I don't know, maybe a half a millimeter above the field. So I'm going to get by with that by using gaffer's tape right here, because I'm always going to be shooting, well, not always, but basically always, and you just lift up the gaffer's tape and change it if you want. I'm always going to be shooting in mode 1 basically with VC on and autofocus instead of manual focus, duh. It doesn't matter if I cover this one up versus full versus infinity to 3 meters. I mean, I could leave that one off, but that's the actually only nitpicky complaint that I have on this, and maybe Tamron could fix that in the future, because that is just a wee tiny nitpicky, you know, piss and moan design flaw, but it's nothing big deal. It's okay in a normal prime lens, but a lens like this where it's constantly rubbing against your shirt, because when you drop it with like on a Black Rapid and it's swinging against your shirt, it's easy for these to snag, and I think Tamron should actually redesign that. But once again, that's just nitpick. No big deal at all. Couldn't care less, considering this lens is so damn awesome. So that's it. Thank you for watching so much. Like this video and drop me a buck or two. Tell me to jump off a cliff. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever tickles your pickle. Whatever pets your hot dog. I'll edit that out later. Thanks for watching. Bye.